Welcome to another edition of Wealth Without Borders podcast. And today I'm delighted to have with me Jean-Yves Laguillez. Welcome to the show, Jean-Yves.
Thank you to welcome me. I'm quite happy to be here today.
Very happy to have you here. And whereabouts are you in the world, Jean-Yves, and what is the weather like today?
I'm in Paris, in France. The weather is good, but very cold.
Well, Paris is a beautiful city, so let's forgive the cold weather. For those of you who don't know Jean-Yves, Jean-Yves is what I would describe as an authentic China expert. So he is a C-level executive. He's got very strong experience in developing businesses, marketing strategy and sales strategy. And he's been leading companies in China and the Asia zone for 10 years. So a wealth of experience we're going to pack into 8 minutes. And the podcast title is Jean-Yves Laguillez, Emotion Digital Co-founder. So I'm very much looking forward to this, Jean-Yves.
Yes, me too.
Great. So as you know, this is 8 questions in 8 minutes. I'll let you know how much time remains between each question. So are you ready for the challenge to present all this knowledge in just 8 minutes?
Yes, let's start.
Fantastic. So question number 1, 8 minutes to go. Who is your ideal client?
Our target client is Western small and middle-sized companies. It can be companies looking to enter China market through digital. Companies already established in China, looking for help to grow or overcome some difficulties, increase their visibility on the Chinese social media. These companies can be in B2B or in B2C. It can be from Europe, but from any other country in the world, providing that we can communicate into English.
Right.
What is very important as well, the client must be ready to invest resource on the long term, because China is a long-term investment. You need first create visibility of the brand, so it takes time.
Absolutely. And 7 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. Question number 2, what's the problem that you solve?
So the problem is how to enter China market through digital, according to the brand objectives and resource, and we help the client to implement it. So you need to know that China is a unique country from culture point of view, from digital ecosystem point of view, and we help the customer about this. China consumer behavior can change quickly. Everything in China is moving very fast and need to adapt all the time. It's also a mobile country. All people are spending more than 5 hours per day on mobile to do everything from personal to work.
Right.
Also, you need to know that China is a fragmented country, so many different consumers group. So the main problem is really to solve is to educate the customer on their specific China marketing strategy that they need to define and implement to succeed.
Great.
We cannot succeed in China with a Western approach. So we help the customers about their marketing entry strategy. Then we help the client to implement the solution and to manage their social media accounts for them to get customers.
Great. It is a complex problem, I know. Just 5 minutes, 43 remaining, Jean-Yves. Okay. Question number 3. What's the typical symptoms people experience who have this problem of entering the China market?
The typical symptom that can occur a few months later is a customer can be disappointed on return on investment. In fact, most of the time is because quite often people want to copy their Western strategy, or they are too slow to implement the decisions, right. Or they do not understand well the Chinese consumer, the audience, so they do not succeed.
Right.
Or they go too fast on traditional e-commerce platform like Tmall or JD.com. It's a platform similar to Amazon. But if they go directly on this big platform, usually they will fail as there is too much competition. They will spend high money for low return on investment. Right. Because it's very important first to create visibility on the Chinese social media. It's important to build the brand first, to build visibility.
Okay. Just 4 minutes 30 remaining, Jean-Yves. Question number 4. What are the common mistakes people make when they're trying to solve this problem?
Yes, as I just highlighted before, so they want to copy the Western strategy, use even their own website, for instance,
right,
or copy their contents from their Western media or Western website.
Yeah.
And quite often they think they do not need help because to copy their Western strategy, but they think they can do it directly. But this is not true at all. China is a not cheap country. It takes time to develop visibility.
Yeah.
You need to have multi-channel approach, the social media, not only one channel. You need to engage them at multiple touch points throughout the customer journey. You need as well to spend time on advertisement, money on advertisement. You need to spend money for KOLs. So marketing in China is more expensive than in Europe.
Okay.
And you need to master the Chinese social networks in China.
Yeah, many challenges then.
The tools.
Many challenges. So
just only there's only for which content.
Yeah. We're running a little bit short of time here, Jean-Yves.
Okay.
Yeah, you've only got 3 minutes remaining. So I'm so sorry to cut you off, but what is question number 5? What is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them solve these problems?
Think first about their entry strategy. At the management level, people need to agree on what is the best entry strategy. Check what resource they have on a 3-year basis to make sure that they can commit for the mid or long term.
Okay.
As well, they need to look at other companies, cases who have successfully entered China market. You can find some example in our webinars or from other companies, cases.
Yeah.
You can check as well our LinkedIn account. You will find some example of good success.
Fantastic. Just 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Question number 6. What's one valuable free resource that you can direct people to that will further help them with this problem?
Yeah, for the people who get in touch for my leads, we give a free consulting call.
Okay.
And we give as well a free webinar on some basics to enter China market. This facilitates their China journey to go in the right direction.
Fantastic. And we'll put that link in the podcast. Just 1 minute 30 remaining, Jean-Yves. Question number 7. What concept, book, program, or talk has been most impactful in your experience?
Yes, in our cases, it has been the webinars to explain how to enter China market, how to use WeChat, which is the most important social media in China to do marketing with 1.2 billion active users. Show some examples, so in the webinars, give some case studies with well-known Western brands.
Okay, great. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. Question number 8. What's the one question I should have asked you that you think would give great value to our audience?
Yes, maybe you could have asked a question. What advice do you give from your personal experience in China to develop business? Because I've been living in China and working in China for nearly 10 years, working for a big international company to develop the business, to implement the localization strategy in China. Because in China, it's very important to think more like a Chinese, while keeping in mind the corporate policies. So what I would advise as well is you need to act fast to be agile and to be successful in China, because China's speed is 7 times about Western speed. In China, every day is another day. So you really need to adapt all the time. You cannot run a business from your own country without eyes in China. So you need the help of the local team.
We're out of time. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I run a very tight ship. So as you said, we need to keep our eyes on China and also the time clock. Oh, you packed in so many very, very wonderful pieces of advice there. It is very difficult to condense all of your experience in just 8 minutes, right?
Yes, sir, it's great.
But you did a great job. And thank you so much. We will post the link to your free consultation in the podcast. I'd encourage people to reach out to Jean-Yves as truly an expert in his area of entering the Chinese market. Thank you so much, Jean-Yves, from Shanghai to Paris.
Thank you very much to you. And for your audience, do not hesitate to call us or ask your questions.
Fantastic. Thank you. Many thanks for checking out Wealth Without Borders podcast. I'd love you to head over to iTunes, subscribe, and leave us a review. And if you'd be kind enough to do that, I would really appreciate it. And then if you want to know more about what I do, check out wealthwithoutborders.net.